following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network. Here we go!
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
If you only knew the power of the dark side, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No!
I am your father.
And your mother.
I'll be back.
Yes, you will.
And he was.
Yippee-ki-yay,
Hey, don't talk like that.
It's a trap! The needs of the many outweigh
the needs of the few.
for the one.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Hey, that's my space kitty. Give me my space cat back.
Yes.
Hey.
Prosper.
Get away from her, you
Hey, don't
bitch!
talk like that around Newt.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Take it away.
No.
Goodbye.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Stop saying that!
I see dead people.
So what? You said that.
Why so serious?
Because it's time for All for Sci-Fi.
I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute.
What I do is not up to you.
Chewie. We're home.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
I am one with the Force, and it's the Force with you.
I'm one with the
me.
Force, and the Force is with
It
me.
should be with all of us. Welcome, everybody, to the All for Sci-Fi Weekly Webcast. I'm your host, Eric Walker. Next to me is, on the right,
Captain Rickster and Trickster, and don't forget to call me late for dinner. Or call me the garbage disposal.
yes. Yeah, he's never late for any kind of food. That's for sure. We got to
That's
get his
definitely true.
computer working better because he's on his phone today. So excuse the fact that he looks so thin and I'm so wide. But that kind of just kind of been the way it's been for my whole life. But he was skinny bones when he was younger. So this
Yes, I was.
yeah. I don't know how he could eat so much and be so thin, right?
That was a fast metabolism rate.
Yeah. So how was your week, Captain Rickster, Trickster, late for
Oh,
nothing?
it was a great week. Nice and cool. Did a lot of work. Got a lot of stuff done that needed to get done.
Yep. The
Yeah.
weather finally is getting better, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But they expect wind again next week. So,
Oh, we did have some big fires out here because we're in like the Los Angeles area. So, yeah, the Santa Ana conditions were really bad.
oh, yes, they were.
We do have some new sci-fi stuff coming out on Max next on the 15th. We're getting Dune, the Dune series.
Yes.
Should be fun. And what else is coming out here soon? Of course, we're less than a month away from the Skeleton Crew.
That's true. We have another one coming out. Netflix, I think, is having one coming out. I can't remember what it is, though.
Yeah, and also we're going to talk about next week. We're going to review Star Trek Prodigy, the entire season, because that's on Netflix. So watch on Netflix Star Trek Prodigy. I'm not going to try to give it away, but it was way better than season one. It's one of the best Star Trek cartoons. Just watch it, and we'll talk about it next week. What do you want to review first, Captain Trickster?
Screw the Penguin.
Penguin.
Yes.
Quack, 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 quack. Yeah, as you know, at All for Us Sci-Fi, we have a rating system of 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars is the best. If it's 3 stars or less, we don't recommend you stream it. In this case, streaming it because the Penguin is on Max, or go to the movie theater. This week's episode, Top Hat, I think is the name of it.
Yes.
Gets an All for Sci-Fi official rating of 4.8 stars. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I'm gonna give it the same.
Yeah. I mean, every week after week after week, so far the Penguin, in my opinion, and we all have opinions, right? We all have noses.
That's true.
It's the best of the fall so far. So I'm not going to say it's the best of the year. There was something early in the year that was pretty good, but maybe we'll do a show at the end of the year and maybe rate the top 5 shows of the year on
Sounds good.
movie wise and TV series wise.
Mhm.
What did you like about this episode? Anything in particular?
I have to think. I like it now. Was it? No, that was. Oh, I got to remember first. I can't remember which scene I want to talk about. I think it's when he was getting beat up
Mm-hmm.
in his office, and then the guy actually fell over and died of a heart attack. Then he said, then he was still talking to him, and then he went ahead and shot him again because he's already dead because he couldn't believe it.
That's your favorite scene? Why are you so every week it's something really nasty and morbid and crazy? What's going on with you? Are you okay?
No, I'm just nuts.
Aren't we all little nuts, right? That's
True,
what
very
makes
true.
that's what makes life interesting.
Yep.
Let me see what my favorite scene was. I liked it when he crawled after all the explosion. He crawled out of the place.
Oh yeah. Then he
Yeah.
still gets hit.
Yeah, I like that. So it's going to be interesting. That Gigante, him and those fighting it out, and is Batman going to show up? You think in the last episode?
I don't know. That's episode 7, so we'll have to wait and see.
Because it's so far no Batman. So
Well, that's supposed to be. It's about the Penguin only.
know
So I
that,
understand.
but wouldn't it be cool if Batman showed up for one
Oh
episode?
yeah, it'd be cool.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, it'd be nice if he had real penguins in there flying, making dive bombs at people.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
yeah. But that Penguin guy, he's a pretty smart guy. There were some really emotional scenes, even with the mother.
Oh,
they
yeah.
took his mother, and can't wait to see we'll see where it's gonna go in the next episode. Next week's is actually it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the finale.
Right. So it's on next week's show, but don't forget to watch the season finale of The Penguin.
Yep.
New episode tomorrow. Also, I find quite interesting is they have these behind the scenes. Have you been watching those at all?
Oh yes, I have been. How they
Yeah.
talk about behind the scenes and stuff. Oh yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's after the credits. I recommend anybody watch it. It's it's been pretty fascinating. I always like behind the scenes stuff.
Oh yes.
So
Especially when you're seeing Colin Farrell there, but he's not without his makeup on.
yeah, when he's not. Yeah, he's not. He looks way different.
A lot different.
And the kid playing his sidekick, he's just I like the way this actor's portraying it. It's just he's it's like when he killed that one guy because he had to kill him,
Mm-hmm.
the neighborhood guy. It's like he felt so bad about it, and he's not a killer, but wow, I guess the Penguin's going to turn him into a mass murderer before the end of it.
Just into this show, but and if you watch, like you said, watch the back of the behind the scenes stuff. He's actually a really nice kid when he talks.
Well, you could tell he's a nice kid.
Okay.
It's an interesting way to, he's like he stutters when he gets nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's something was a choice of the actor. If the actor doesn't have a stutter, and he's just portraying that character, wow, what a great actor!
True.
So I'd like
Very
to
true.
know a little bit more about this kid to see if he does have some sort of a stuttering problem. I don't think so. Maybe
I
he's
don't think so. I like the daughter though, the one of the Falco, not the Falco family, but the one at the head there.
When they
Well,
killed everybody.
yeah, well, yeah, but I still like the way her character goes to flashbacks to her the insane asylum and stuff like that.
The Hangman, the one they call the Hangman.
No, well, they called her Hangman, yeah, but she really didn't hang anybody.
No, she didn't do anything. It was all set up by the Penguin. Yeah,
It was all
She's
said by
like-
her dad.
and she, yeah, well, both. I think the Penguin influenced the dad.
Yeah.
Crazy, But yeah, the dad was killing off anytime the mother, the women tried to become strong, they would get killed, which was.
Mm-hmm.
But now she's not a Falcone; she's a Gigante. So,
Yeah, she got that now. Yeah, which is
Gigante.
her mother's last name.
Right. Well, good for her. Strong woman.
Yep. Yes, she is.
Love strong women characters.
Yeah.
Let's jump into Star Trek Lower Decks. This is episode 4.
Yep.
It's was about what was the episode called? I was just looking at it before the show. Something about the farms. Oh, there you go. A Farewell to Farms.
Yeah.
Let's give the rating first. I'm going to give this a rating of, let's give it 4.5 stars. Episode 4.
I'll agree with you on that one.
And this was an interesting episode because the entire episode, the way it started was the music and everything. It kind of reminded you of old time Star Trek stuff. I like how they did the music different in the beginning and had the credits and stuff like that. They did something different, which was neat. Most of it takes place, on a Klingon world. And dealing with the Klingons and this one of her friends who is a disgraced captain of a ship that got it taken away because his I guess a mutinied against him or something like that. So
his whole crew mutinied against him. Yeah,
right. And here's Jack Quaid, who plays Boimler, Lieutenant Boimler. He was pretty interesting in this episode because it was like he was over the top.
Yeah, he's definitely over the top.
Yeah, yeah. I can't believe I'm getting a Klingon pain sticks. Oh my! I'm really getting all this. Yeah, it's so crazy.
He was.
Yeah, he was over the top. That's for sure.
Yeah, he got some good shock treatment though.
He did. He got thrown around and beat up, and he was enjoying himself.
Of course he was. Yeah. Mariner was just slapping his hands. You don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. But no, actually, it was the interesting part was the captain of the Romulans and his brother.
It wasn't the Romulans. It was
Klingons. How him and his brother had to went through the test together, along with Mariner and Boimler too. But
yes, 4 of them together had to go through all those.
All had to go through all that. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, and then they flipped it on one of the head of the Klingon Empire. I forgot how what his name is, but they flipped it on it so that he was going to have to be killed, and then he stabbed the guy in the back because he was a coward, and then the guy still killed him anyway. It was like very brutal. Yeah. I mean, again, don't have your kids watch Star Trek Lower Decks.
Not this one.
It's any Lower Decks. It's for adults, and that's what I like. I would like to have a Star Wars show for adults. Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be great. Yeah.
Who needs to write it? So I mean, we kind of got some interesting stuff, and with the slave Leia thing and being sexy, but we don't have Star Wars for adults, do we?
No, we don't.
Hey, Kathleen Kennedy, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, who's in charge. Let's have a Star Wars adult show like Star Wars Lower Decks. It doesn't have to be a cartoon.
Yeah.
It could be.
Cartoon would be better probably than real life, but that way kids you can explore more in a cartoon than you could in real life. So.
Sure. And we got some. We do have Tales of the Jedi. We didn't mention that coming out again here soon. Oh, they just announced Andor season 2 when it's coming out. It's coming out, I think, in March next year.
Yeah, March of next year.
They just made an announcement about it. So all this stuff looks great. Did you have a favorite scene, or did we talk about that yet?
We talked about it already.
What was your favorite scene?
Mine was where they're going through the electric, getting shocked, all 4 of them.
Well, I don't know if you said that was your favorite scene, but that was a pretty good scene for sure.
That was a pretty good scene because it went from a light all the way to the hardest part. And
right,
you wouldn't be able to survive on your own, so all 4 of them had to get together to survive that last test.
Right. Because it was like 30,000 volts of electricity. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty shocking.
I'm trying to think of what my favorite scene of we're talking about Star Trek Lower Decks episode 4 called The Farms, A Farewell to Farms. It's the latest episode.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what my favorites. Think about the episode again. I mean, I like the whole opening. I liked how they had the music differently, and they showed the credits differently, and how
Yeah.
they were on the farm. Oh, I liked how the that pig was messing with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was like in the way his brother was talking to him. It was kind of funny. That
True.
was insane. Yeah, he couldn't even capture a Klingon
Pig.
hog, you know,
Yeah.
because he's a patak or whatever they say.
Mhm.
I'm not,
Chicken.
you know. Let's learn our Klingon, guys.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been an interesting week. Next week, we're actually going to have more stuff to review. We're actually going to have the finale episode of The Penguin. We're going to
Yep.
have Star Trek Lower Decks again, episode 5 this time. We're now going to be able to review Dune, maybe the first or second episode of Dune, which premieres on the 15th on Max. So go watch Dune Prophecies
Right.
when it comes out next week. Also, if you haven't had a chance to catch up on it, go watch Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 on Netflix. You could binge watch it. Watch that because we're going to review that next week. And that's pretty much it. As we say at All for Sci-Fi, go out this week, do an act of kindness because it makes the world a better place. And who knows, you might inspire someone to do something nice to somebody else as well. Remember, the Force is with us always. Live long and prosper, Captain Trickster.
Oh, I definitely will. Everybody have a good week. Just remember, Monday is Veterans Day for the veterans.
Yes, thank you for your service early.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Have a great week. Come back next week. We'll have a great more content. So have a good one.
All right. Cheers.
The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.